every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 181st day of my challenge, where I will just continue with the pumpkin puree flow. So today I'm gonna try another pumpkin themed recipe, which is pumpkin pancakes. And can we just take a moment to be happy for a second? I love pancakes. I love breakfast recipes in general because I struggle coming up with what I would like to eat in the morning, because usually I just don't want to eat anything. So pumpkin pancakes seem like a really interesting thing to try. Not only will I have another recipe for pancakes, but I will also be able to try pumpkin for the second time, or should I call it the third? I don't feel like I should call it the third time in my life, just because pumpkin pie I tried last time was voted to be a cinnamon pie. I mean, no one could guess it's a pumpkin pie, which is actually pretty normal considering we don't have pumpkin culture and we don't really have pumpkin pie anywhere to buy, so it would be really hard and it would be really surprising if anyone would have guessed. But when I think about it, really, I'm not really sure how pumpkin tastes like, so hopefully today I will get a better taste at that. So before we get into the ingredients, I want to mention two things. One is that I will use my own homemade pumpkin puree just because I live and stay in countries where we don't have a canned version of it. So some time ago I made a big batch of pumpkin puree, so if you're anyone or someone, I should say, like me, who also cannot find pumpkin puree or just wants to make a homemade version, I will leave the link in the description box to the video where I actually show how to do that. And another thing, I will use my own homemade pumpkin pie spice as well, just because, again, I'm living in countries where we don't have a culture of pumpkin anything, so there's not such spice neither. So as I made a blend earlier, I will use some of it, but again, if you cannot find pumpkin pie spice, I will leave all the kind of like the measurements of other spices or this particular spice blend you can use as a substitution for a store-bought pumpkin pie spice. That's it. So now let's go over the ingredients and let's get started. We're gonna need 140 grams of flour, 150 grams of pumpkin puree, 120 milliliters of evaporated milk, 60 milliliters of water, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1.5 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. The preparation of these pancakes will be literally 1, 2, 3, and let's go make the pancakes. So I have here almost all of the ingredients minus the flour and the spices, so I'll just take them all and mix them all together, and literally that's it. But before that, let's make a quick memory test, shall we? So I have here both of these sugars, vegetable oil, pumpkin puree, evaporated milk, the egg, water, and vanilla extract. And I'm not really sure which one is which one because I can barely see them. They're both transparent, but other than that, good job, Ruta, good job. Flour and the spices, that is pumpkin pie spice, baking soda, and salt. Is baking soda and salt spices? I guess so. Well, anyways, I'm gonna add them in, mix everything together, and that will be that. I really wish I I had a griddle at this point, because this was actually the skillet with the largest flat area, well, the bottom area, and I feel like it's not big enough. Maybe I will be able to fit 2, well, I hope 2 at least, but maybe 3. Let's hope. Pancakes with each batch. So now I'm preheating it over medium heat, and once it's there, I will spray it with a little bit of non-stick cooking spray. You could also brush it with some melted butter, and then I will take a 1/4 cup or 60 milliliters measuring cup, and I will measure out equal nice pancakes and then cook them for 2 minutes on each side. Okay, let's try these babies while they're still warm. And is it convenient or what that I have a couple of small left? They smell so good, so good. It's so warm. It actually tastes similar to that pumpkin pie. Well, I guess it should, right? This is so good. This is so good. These are such cool pancakes. Wow. I love pancakes. I don't know. It's kind of weird food when you think about it, but it's so good. And Laura suggests eating them with maple syrup. Oh my god. These are kind of like dessert. I cannot imagine a person who wouldn't be happy if I brought something like this for them for breakfast. Like, this is amazing. So she suggests eating them with some maple syrup, but after thinking about it a little bit, I decided not to buy it for this exact recipe, just because I've never tried maple syrup in my life. I know, but again, it's not something that usual in Lithuania or Turkey or Iran. So I didn't want to try 2 super new things at the same time. So I will leave the maple syrup for some time in the future. Oh my goodness, is it snowing? I'm shocked. Anyways, so I will go back to eating these. These are amazing. Next pancakes you're making should be these. I'm not kidding. And while they're so warm and cozy, I will just go and eat my lunch. I know again, but what can I do? This is good. This is yummy. This is like food/dessert. Can it be better? So if you want, go and check the original recipe by Laura there. The written one is, as always, in the description box down below in both American and the metric systems. I really hope that you had fun and found it helpful. And I cannot stop looking at them. Like, when you know you're about to eat something, it kinda just steals your attention, doesn't it? So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!